Let's start the 9th video in nationalism in India. The sense of collective belonging. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss about the sense of collective belonging. Okay, how that sense of collective belonging emerged in the minds of Indians. The sense of collective belonging. You can see the different images of Bharat Mata here, children, and national flag. Okay, so how the sense of collective belonging, okay, that feeling created or emerged among Indians. Okay, we can explain this under these 4 heads, children. First one is the images, mainly the image of Bharat Mata. Images, mainly the image of Bharat Mata, and you can see different images of Bharat Mata created in different situations or by different painters. Okay. Then the second one is folklore. How folklore helped to create nationalist feeling. And the third we will discuss about the symbols and flags. Okay, how were the different flags, which were the different flags used during national movement, symbols and flags, and last part will come to reinterpretation of history. Okay, how nationalists try to reinterpret India's history or India's past. Okay, so we'll take one by one, children. The first one is the image of Bharat Mata. Coming to the image of Bharat Mata, children, yeah, and this is the first image created about Bharat Mata, the first created image of Bharat Mata. Okay, yeah, and coming to the image, children, yeah, it was first created by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyaya. Okay, the first image of Bharat Mata created by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyaya in 1870 when he wrote Vande Mataram, and later he included this in his novel Anandamath. Okay, and these are very important for 1 mark question also, children. Okay, who created the image of Bharat Mata? By Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyaya. Okay, and he has included this image in his novel when he wrote his novel Anandamath. Okay, and coming to the next point, that is who painted Bharat Mata? Okay, painted by Abhindranath Tagore. Okay, Abhindranath Tagore painted the image of Bharat Mata. Okay, so these 2 questions, children, sometimes board exam they used to ask these 2 questions. Who created the image of Bharat Mata and who painted the image of Bharat Mata? Okay, who first created the image of Bharat Mata? Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyaya. Okay, and he has included in his novel, okay, Anandamath. Okay, coming to who painted the image of Bharat Mata? Abhindranath Tagore painted the image of Bharat Mata. And you can see the figure, children. In this figure you can see Bharat Mata as an ascetic figure. Okay, you can see she is self-disciplined and she is calm, divine and spiritual. Then this figure is dispensing, and you can see in her hands, in the figure you can see some items you can see in her hands. Okay, and you can see learning, one hand you can see the learning and food in one hand and clothing. Okay, as a self-disciplined, calm, divine, spiritual. Okay, that way they created the image of Bharat Mata. Yeah. Now move on to folklore, children. Yeah. First, before moving to folklore, one more topic is the children. Different images were created. Okay, different images of Bharat Mata was created, and you can see this figure, children. It's entirely different from the first figure. Okay, yeah, you can see a Trishul, elephant, lion. Okay, so it's entirely different from the first figure. Okay, that means in subsequent years, different artists, okay, they use their own creativity. Okay, so in this figure you can see she is shown with a Trishul standing beside a lion and an elephant. That shows her power and authority. Okay, Bharat Mata is more powerful and her authority. That is why they created images like this. Then move on to folklore, children. What is folklore? First of all, what is folklore? Okay, folklore meaning the traditional beliefs, customs and stories of a community passed through the generations by word of mouth. Okay, that means the stories, beliefs, customs pass through the generation by the word of mouth. It's not written anywhere, children. Okay, one generation will pass on to the next generation. Okay, their customs, beliefs, stories of different communities. Okay, so we can call it as folklore. Okay, and how this folklore helped to create the feeling of nationalism among Indians. Coming to folklore, children, yeah, in the late 19th century, Indian nationalists began recording folk tales and collected folk songs. Okay, so nationalists, they started collecting folk tales and folk songs. And folk tradition help us to restore a sense of pride in one's past. Okay, mainly the young generation. Okay, they will come to know about the glorious past. And two examples are given, children. First one is from Bengal. In Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore collected ballads, rhymes, myths, and that led to a folk revival. Okay, different parts of India, national leaders started collecting folk tales. Okay, and one example is given from Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore, he collected ballads, rhymes, myths, and that led to a folk revival. And coming to Madras, another example is coming, children. Nadesha Shastri published a 4-volume collection of Tamil folk tales. Nadesha Shastri collected a 4-volume collection of Tamil folk tales from South India. So that means, children, these two are examples. Okay, that means nationalist leaders collected folk songs, folk tales from different parts of India. Okay, that actually helped the Indians. And Nadesha Shastri, he believed that folklore was a national literature that shows people's real thoughts. Okay, it's a that's a national literature. Okay, that must pass on to the next generation. Okay, so second topic is over, folklore is over. Move on to the third factor that helped for the emergence of nationalism, that is flag and nationalism. Okay, during different movements, okay, they use symbols and flags. Okay, so coming to the flags and nationalism, children, in Bengal, in Swadeshi movement, they used a tricolor flag. Tricolor flag was used, 3 colors, red, green and yellow. You can see it here, children. This is the tricolor flag used. Okay, red, yellow and green. And you can see 8 lotuses on this figure, this flag. 8 lotuses representing 8 provinces of India. And a crescent moon you can see that shows Hindus and Muslims. Okay, those communities are represented. Okay, so the first In Bengal, a tricolor flag was used, colors used red, green and yellow, and 8 lotuses were there, and those 8 lotuses represent 8 provinces, and a crescent moon shows Hindus and Muslims. And coming to 1921 children, Gandhiji. Gandhiji himself, he created a Swaraj flag. Okay, it's also a tricolor flag, but color is different children. Here instead of yellow, he used white. Okay, other green and red is same, but instead of yellow, he used white color and a spinning wheel in the center. You can see it in the picture. In the figure you can see a spinning wheel in the middle. That shows the Gandhian ideal of self-help. Okay, this spinning wheel represents the Gandhian ideal of self-help. Okay, so what we have discussed children about the flag. Okay, which flags or how flags help to create a nationalist feeling among the Indians. Coming to that children, and other flags were also used children, but in your textbook only these 2 flags were mentioned. That is why I am stopping with this. Okay. So 2 flags included in your textbook. First one is a tricolor flag, red, green and yellow. Okay, and it shows 8 lotuses, that shows the 8 provinces of British India. Coming to the Gandhian flag, it's known as Swaraj flag in the year 1921, and he used red, green and white. And at the center you can see a spinning wheel here children, that shows the Gandhian ideal of self-help. Move on to the last slide children. Last slide, reinterpretation of history. Yeah, how reinterpretation of history, creating showing the past, glorious past to the young generation. Okay, reinterpretation of history. To instill a sense of pride in the nation, Indian history. Okay, nationalist historians use this glorious past. Then the British saw Indians as backward, primitive, incapable of governing themselves. Britishers represented Indians in this way children. Okay, Indians were backward, we are not able to govern ourselves. Okay, so they represented Indians in this way, but nationalists wrote about glorious past. Okay, national leaders, they started writing about glorious past, art and architecture, science and mathematics, religion, culture. Okay, so that helped mainly the young generation to know about the glorious past. And nationalist historians take pride in India's past. Okay, so which factors, what we have discussed children, which factors that help for creating a sense of collective belonging among Indians. Let's recall what we have discussed children. The sense of collective belonging, very important question for your board exam point of view children. Okay, yeah, and these 4 points you can use to explain this, the sense of collective belonging, starting from the image of Bharat Mata, folklore, symbols and flags, and reinterpretation of history. Thank you children.